Yeah.
From the WKYC studios, this is Front Row Friday.
Welcome to Front Row Friday. I'm Sarah Shookman.
I'm Mike Polk. You can't keep me away from a good lantern parade. I can't wait to hear about that.
I am interested to learn some more details. It looks like a lot of handmade lanterns.
You learn
too.
so much just by watching this show.
That is why you're here, right? And we are so grateful for that. We're glad to be back together tonight. And we begin with tonight's weather. I don't know if you have looked outside lately.
Yeah.
It's quite a change from this morning.
That's right. I believe we have Jason Michael here with all of the latest. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing good, guys. Hey, I wish we could paint a better picture for you on this Friday evening across Northeast Ohio. Last weekend was absolutely stunning. We had 70s across the board. Now we're dealing with 30s, and frankly, we're going to be dealing with 20s by the time it's all said and done. Scattered snow showers in and around Northeast Ohio for this evening. We're pulling in all of this northwest wind right over the lake right now. So later on tonight into early tomorrow, we're going to be talking about some lake effect snow showers, but a blanket of snow showers at this point here, lowering visibility. Some of it is light. In other areas, it's a little bit more moderate. So visibility across the region has definitely been snowed down, as well as the roadways are hampered this hour because of the snow showers. Winter weather advisories, including Geauga, Ashtabula, Trumbull County, Tuscarawas, and also Carroll County through noon for tomorrow. Could other areas be dealing with some moderate to heavier snows? Yes, it could. As of right now, those are the only counties that we have under winter weather advisory. As I said before, visibility significantly deteriorating because of the heavier snow showers. But I think all in all, once we get the system to push on through the area later tonight around midnight, we're starting to see some of the snow showers really kind of titrate down in just a little bit here. So the weekend outlook looks a little bit better by the time we get to Sunday. We have to roll those clocks forward on Sunday, so don't forget that. But also, we're possibly going to be talking about a warming trend in the 7-day. Those details come up a little bit later in the show. Mike and Sarah.
All right, Jason, thank you. Well, now it's time to put you in the front row to tonight's top stories. Here's 77 seconds at 7.
Putin is an aggressor. He is the aggressor, and Putin must pay the price.
President Joe Biden says today the U.S. will revoke most favored nation trade status for Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, taking the step along with the European Union and Group of 7 countries. Congress must still sign off. Then this will hike tariffs on many Russian products. Gas prices have now hit an average of $4.09 in Ohio. That's the price in Summit County. It's $4.10 in Cuyahoga. Between war and inflation, stocks slid to end the week, the 5th straight of losses for the Dow Jones. A grand jury has declined to indict the Columbus police officer who fatally shot 16-year-old Micaiah Bryant last year. Officer Nicholas Reardo's body camera shows him fire as Bryant lunged at another woman with a knife. Pfizer is close to submitting data to the FDA on a 4th dose of its COVID-19 vaccine. The company's CEO says research found the protection from the initial booster shot to begin to wane against Omicron after 3 or 4 months. The Cleveland Winter Beer Fest returns to the Huntington Convention Center this weekend. The 2-day event takes place tonight and tomorrow. Swing by for a chance to taste more than 150 different brews.
Or if you're like me, know that you can get a DD ticket about half off.
That's nice.
So you can still go,
Yeah.
you know.
You're not drinking for 2 right now?
No.
I understand.
No,
No, that looks nice, though. That looks like a fun time.
I have gone to this festival in the past, and it is really fun. It's so large. It takes you a long time to kind of wander through. Yeah, you got to make some decisions as you go, right?
All those bearded guys trying to get you to sample their beer.
Got to bring your pretzels, so you know, the necklace, that sort of thing. So
Next
you're really
year.
ready.
Next year, okay? Next year.
We're back on it.
It's a date. Okay, well now it's time for one of my favorite segments because I get to eat great food. It's Tratner's Table for Two, where Doug expanded not only my knowledge of food, but how to cook it. We're gonna let you judge on how I fared. Oh my gosh, look at all this. What's going on, Doug?
Hey, Mike, I know I normally take you out to a nice dinner for our dates.
Yes.
But today I took you to something really cool. It's called Gatherings. This is a place in Lakewood where you come either with a couple or a small group and you cook food.
See, normally we come to places where the food is already prepared for me. So what you've done is brought me to a place where I could do additional work within my job.
Exactly. Some assembly required, as they say. Gatherings offers a few different cooking class options. Their supper club meets every Friday for 2 hours of cooking, followed by a sit-down dinner. Their prep school consists of 5 3-hour courses where you'll become a technique master. They even offer private cooking classes, great for bachelorettes or rehearsal dinners. You're lucky, though. It's not just me bossing you around the kitchen. Of course, there's a chef here. Chef Lloyd, you mind stepping in?
Hey, it's Chef Lloyd.
Meeting my friend Mike.
About how many groups typically are in here doing this?
It's 12 to 16 people.
Okay.
Sometimes we have like a group of 4, or a group of 2.
Have you had people who were, for whatever reason, not very good at cooking, who couldn't pick up on this sort of thing, and did you hold that against them harshly?
No, all skill levels are welcome.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
We got to work tackling a Mardi Gras menu, shrimp and grits. I got to work chopping up some onions, while Mike got to work on the grits.
Just everything. Put everything in here. Nope.
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Next, we headed to the stove. I started with a saute, while Mike prepared the grits.
Did you see that?
Look at that technique.
See how I just folded them in like that?
You're like a pro.
A lot of people just dump them. That's not how you do it.
Just like the Waffle House. I seasoned up the shrimp and sausage, mixed it with some sour cream, and it was time to combine.
I'm sorry. Am I ruining the look of it?
I think that shrimp is trying to get away.
Yeah, you do the last one so we have one pretty one.
All right.
This smells great.
What?
The food smells great.
I just met him.
No. Hey, cheers. This isn't working. I'm coming down there. Cheers. Why not? Here. To friendship and our cooking.
Oh, so sweet.
I was not just trying to be goofy either. I was telling you, like, that's not me being like, oh, I'm supposed to bumble this up. Like, I'm really that bad.
Uncomfortable.
I'm really that bad at making food.
It looked kind of fun though, and I think you did an okay job. And if anyone follows Doug, he is a really good home cook.
Yeah.
You know, on top of being a food expert and all of those things.
And boy, doesn't he know it.
Yeah. He was raising the bar for sure. All right, it is time now for 3 on 3. Jason is back with us, so let's get to it, guys. First up, Cedar Point is giving fans the opportunity to own a piece of the demolished Wicked Twister roller coaster track. Each piece is $215, a price that reflects the former ride's height. Shipping is $25 as well. You in the market?
What do you think, Jace?
Well, you know, how big are the pieces though? Like, I don't want to screw.
Okay, so I
for like
actually looked this
$200 and then
up.
you get a big piece for.
Because we were talking about it at 5, and I thought, where are you going to put this thing?
Yeah.
It's an 1.5 inch section. So
No,
I
that's
think
not
you
very
can
big.
find a place.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's not a lot of roller coaster for
No.
$225, if you ask me or whatever.
They cut 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
And I bet they will sell almost immediately because you have that many like super fans, right?
100%.
Cedar Point enthusiasts.
This is proof to me we are in the wrong business. Anyone who's not, we should just be working in a way that we take advantage of obsessive people who are in these borderline cults like roller coaster people or Star Trek people or pro wrestling people, and you sell them some nostalgia, worthless nostalgia at high, jacked up prices, and take advantage of that sickness. And I'd like to get on board with that.
No price is too much,
Hey,
right?
one more idea. Everyone who buys their pieces should all get together somewhere and rebuild the roller coaster.
Oh, I like that. That's a
Right?
good challenge.
Okay, that's cool.
It's not even a good coaster.
Maybe you can organize that.
Yeah.
All right, time to talk some baseball. Opening day for the Guardians is now set for April 8th in Kansas City, with the home opener on April 15th. But the team is, we would say, far from set with a lack of outfielders and a glut of middle infielders. So, what are you expecting this season?
What do you think, Jace? How are they looking?
I mean, like, I'm very hopeful that everything will get lined up for the upcoming season, but I feel like there's a little bit nuggets in there. It's kind of like, oh, is it going to make it? Is it not going to make it? I mean, lacking outfielders is kind of a big deal.
That is an issue. I am going to go and watch baseball. I'm looking forward to baseball. I'm looking forward to the Guardians. I don't have very high expectations, and I don't think I have any reason to. We have the absolute lowest payroll in baseball currently. That's not great. Below the Pirates. So it's not going to be great, but I'm going to go anyways because I love baseball. I love the summer. I love sitting in the sun with a beer. And we are one of only 29 cities in this country that has a professional baseball team. And I'm going to go take advantage of that no matter what they're called or how bad they are.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm completely a social fan, so I'm with you. I look forward to the season just because it is the season. But there is some hope in the next few weeks. This is the time, right, where some spending is going to happen.
Allegedly.
Maybe some new players could be brought in. We do have a new minority owner.
Yes.
So maybe there's a little more money.
I hope he has some majority money, this minority owner of ours. And I want to make this clear. What they do every year with what they have to work with, I'm talking about the front office and Terry Francona, is amazing. They're still going to put a good product on the field because they don't know how to not do that. So they're still going to be good. Somehow they are watchable beyond their budget.
All right, you walked yourself out of that one.
I did, thanks.
All right, this week, hypersonic aircraft startup Hermesis announced a $100 million round of funding that it says will help complete development of its first prototype aircraft and build out its fleet of high-speed jets. How high speed? Try Mach 5. That's 5 times the speed of sound. The fleet would include both cargo and passenger jets. They're very futuristic looking, as you see there.
Ooh.
And that's really, really fast, like New York to Paris in 90 minutes fast. You
That's kinda
basically can't
crazy.
get to New York in that amount of time right now from Cleveland.
Right.
I mean, what do you need to go that fast, though? Are you in that much of a hurry?
You say that now, but when you can get to LA in the time it takes you to drive to Akron, then you might change your tune a little bit, because that's really what we're looking at here. I looked, the fastest a plane has ever gone is 3.3 Mach. And so this is this is Mach 5. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know that that's more. So that is going to be.
Definitely. I mean, if we're so worried about getting up to space, and like by space, I mean the edge of space or wherever, Bezos has
We
gone.
can argue about what it is, yeah.
Why wouldn't we want to just go faster here on Earth? Aren't there a lot more practical reasons to get around the globe faster? We're more
one
interconnected
would
than
think.
ever. Economic reasons, cargo planes you're hearing there. I don't know.
Good point. Well, that's a fast plane.
We'll see.
That's going to be a fast plane, you guys. All right, thanks, guys. We solved all the world's problems just like we always do.
So lucky.
From celebrating the memory of Old Blue Eyes to looking ahead to St. Patty's Day, we're going to show you what's popping this weekend.
Those look good. Plus, this week's shout-outs in our Fridays. Stay with us.
Front Row is sponsored by the Calvetta Brothers Floor Show. It's time to fall in love again with your home.
Can you feel the excitement? We sure can. In fact, we came up with this amazing deal for you. Celebrate the madness with us this month and buy any high-efficiency AC unit and get a furnace for free. Can you feel the excitement? Trust Blinn & Sons with all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Visit BlinnandSons.com or call Blinn & Sons at 753-7711.
Welcome back to Front Row Friday. You have a lot of options to get out this weekend despite the weather.
Yep, that's absolutely right. Kiera Cotton shares all you need to know with our new segment, 3 Things Poppin'.
What's up, everyone? It's the weekend ahead of St. Patrick's Day, so you know what most people are doing. But if you're looking for something different, I've got you covered. Here's 3 unique things popping in Northeast Ohio this weekend. Up first, let's get your weekend started with some smooth tunes. The Alex Theater at the 9 is hosting Makesha and Company for a Frank Sinatra and Friends tribute show. Guests will hear classics from Sinatra, Elvis, Dean Martin, and more, with the help from the big band, offering an iconic experience. Tickets range from $45 to $150, and the show gets started at 8 p.m. And if you're looking to get in the Irish spirit ahead of St. Patrick's Day, here's a sweet way to do it. The folks over at the Athleta in Crocker Park are teaming up with Brandy's Sweet Retreat for a cookie decorating workshop and shopping event. For $40, you'll learn how to ice and decorate 6 sugar cookies, plus you'll score a $50 Athleta shop card to use during a private shopping event after the class. The sweet experience kicks off at 8 a.m. And if you're feeling lucky, how about celebrating light, creativity, and sustainability at the Towpath Trail Lantern Parade? The parade is taking place at Sokolowski's Overlook on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. To join, all you have to do is show up with your own lantern made from recycled materials and a battery-powered light. And that wraps up the fun for this weekend, friends. We've got all the details for each of these events up now at WKYC.com. Until next time, keeping you up to date on what's poppin' right here in Northeast Ohio. Kiera Cotton, 3 News.
We are grateful for that. Thanks,
Love a good
Kiera.
lantern festival.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Yep.
Along the towpath, that'll be beautiful. Even if there's a little, light dusting of snow.
Just a dusting. And plus, Jason promises it's going to get better next week for my high holy day of St. Patrick's Day, right, Jason?
I mean, I promise it's going to be warmer temperatures heading into next week. We're going to start to trend a little bit warmer, despite having sort of that do-si-do, I like to say, between seasons. And that's exactly what we have right now. Despite it, though, we made it up to our average temperature. 45 degrees is what we maxed out at today. That is the average. 26 this morning, about 3 degrees higher than the norm earlier this morning. 29 is that average there. But look at our temperature throughout the overnight hours. So the frontal boundary is pressing its way down the south. We're likely going to have this low pressure system kind of cascaded across Northeast Ohio. Once that is complete, we'll bring all of that colder air right into Northeast Ohio, and we'll start to change over to a more of a snowfall event. As far as the cameras out there right now, we're still seeing some slick spots, definitely adding some snowfall accumulations between Warrensville and also downtown Cleveland right now. Medina, you're picking up some light to moderate snow showers there. You can see you can barely make that out in the camera there. At least for the timeline overnight tonight, we're going to stick to mostly snowfall throughout the overnight hours into early hours for tomorrow before we start to kind of titrate down in terms of our snowfall rate there. We start to move into a more of a drier air mass sense here. This is not a very large system. Yeah, it is expansive when you look at the linear wise. You can see it stretching out to upstate New York and even back down towards the Arklatex region. But overall, we're maintaining with some light to moderate snow showers. Winter weather advisory is posted through noon. Tomorrow you can see for all of our counties shaded there in the blue color, Geauga, Ashtabula, Trumbull, Tuscarawas, and also Carroll counties. Here's a look at where the bulk of the snowfall is happening right now. We're starting to get a little bit more of a changeover down toward the south. In Stark County, also Holmes County, Tuscarawas, and also Carroll County, you're still holding right above the freezing mark in the mid to upper 30s. All other areas are below the the freezing mark there at 32 degrees. Snowfall accumulations, I think this is where the line is going to be, my friends, with a 3 to 5, perhaps even isolated amounts up to 6 along north and also west of I-71, more or less a 1 to 3 inches type of event. Again, as I said before, throughout the National Design hour-by-hour forecast, once we break towards midnight, we start to see things really kind of dry out just a little bit. Scattered snow showers throughout the day for tomorrow for the first half, and then a light at the end. But I think for the most part, as far as high temperatures for our Saturday, we're going to be stuck into the 20s. Your Union Home Mortgage 7-day will show that. Flip the clocks forward, late Saturday night into Sunday, low 40. Few isolated snows possible on Sunday, but a bit more drier. Partly cloudy, scattered shower by Tuesday. Notice this by Wednesday, Thursday, St. Patrick's Day for you, Mike. Let's look at that. Mid 60s to upper 60s expected by the end of next week.
I love it.
Let's hope it holds. Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
We're back with this week's Fridays in about 2 minutes.
coverage.
Time now for our Fridays, where each of us pick a person or thing we want to give a shout out to. And I know there's almost nothing to celebrate about what is happening in Europe, but I have just been so struck by this photo. Like so many other moms, the photojournalist who took it says this line of strollers was left just over the border in Poland for families crossing over from Ukraine. To the Polish moms and the women's organizations who left these valuable supplies behind, thank you for reminding us how good humans can be. As we know now, there are more than 2.5 million refugees leaving the country, and about half of them are kids.
That's a very nice one. That kind of makes mine seem a little selfish, but I'm going to do it anyway. Sorry. My Friday goes to my alma mater, Kent State's men's basketball team, for advancing to the MAC tournament semifinal game tonight. The Flashes have had a remarkable season already, led by just named Coach of the Year Rob Senderoff and MAC Player of the Year Sincere Carey, who sounds like a bill that the Ohio legislature is trying to pass, but is actually an excellent basketball player. Kent faces off against Ohio University tonight. Go Flashes!
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Great
Sincere.
name, but I say go Bobcats.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Flashing Bobcats. How about that? All right, my Friday moment goes to my desk mate, Monica Robbins. It was such a celebratory experience having Monica come back into the building.
Yay.
As I said before, she and I shared desks, so it was just wonderful to catch up with Monica, talk about her journey, talk about her resilience, underline and bold that, strength, endurance, etc. You name it. This is Monica Robbins in a handful. She was a remarkable individual, and yay, so glad to have her.
Very good. I like that you were just taking footage of her working at her desk, too. You're like, don't worry, you're getting fry-yayed. You're going to get fry-yayed.
Yep.
So that was it. Welcome back, Monica.
Totally. Best hug I gave all week.
Yeah.
All right, tonight, shaving his head for a cause.
How a charity challenge led to a special buzz for a local assistant principal.
The primetime lineup is sponsored by Tower City Center. Tower City Center. Shopping, events, and more at towercitycenter.com.
There they go. Cutting for a cause today, the assistant principal and PE instructor at St. Columkill School in Parma shaved his head. Look at those happy faces.
Those kids are loving it, man.
To honor the work of his students. This is Dave Andexler, and he promised the kids he would do it if they raised the money for the American Heart Association.
214 students then responded to the challenge. They raised more than $12,000 in a jump rope for your heart event. Congratulations, gang. Nice job, principal, for taking one for the team there.
The really brave move was giving the kids the clippers.
I know. Talk about trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, 3 News will be back tonight at 11.
That's right. Entertainment Tonight is next. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you for watching Front Row and making it Northeast Ohio's #1 7 p.m. newscast.
get a call from corporate, my lord. That is importante. What you got in there? I'll ask Kelly. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Sarah. I did my research. It says to continuously measure and adjust the balance and also ascertain the amount of a constituent by measuring the volume of a known constant. So basically, there is a lab component, a chemistry component. Another winter wonderland across Northeast Ohio this Friday evening, expecting temperatures to kind of settle into the upper 20s and low